Hello students. Here we are going to see the measurement of properties. Many properties of matter such as mass, length, area, pressure, volume, time, they all are quantitative in nature. And any quantitative measurement is expressed by a number and followed by the units what we express those quantities in. And therefore, it is very important to have the knowledge of units. Now, if I say that the distance between your class and your college is, say, 20. Now, what this 20 means, whether it is the time you are taking, the length. So, in order to specify the unit, if I use, say, 20 meter or 20 kilometer, then I can say that which physical quantity you are talking about. And therefore, you must have the knowledge of units. Now units, they are of two types. The standard units what we have and the other are the derived units. Now what are those fundamental units? What are derived units and how we express the physical quantity? So let us take a glance on it. So let us first see the definition for unit. Now actually what are units? Let us see that. So it is a standard of reference. We call it as the standard of reference, which is chosen to measure any physical quantity. Any physical quantity. So what can be the definition for unit? So let us see the definition for unit. The arbitrarily decided and universally accepted standards are units. You might have understood the meaning of universally accepted means worldwide those units they are accepted. But what is the meaning of arbitrarily decided? Arbitrarily means without any objection we have accepted those units. So the arbitrarily decided and universally accepted standards they are called as units. Students, initially, the way to measure those physical quantities, especially the time, length and the mass, we were using the CGS, that is, what is this student? Is centimeter, this is gram and this is second. So this is the unit for length, mass and time. Similarly, MKS, that is meter, kilogram. So this is meter, kilogram and second. Again the unit of distance or length, mass and time. And FPS, that is foot, pound and second. So those units they were used. But now we use SI units. What is the meaning of SI? It is a French word meaning System International Day Units. So we are using now the SI units. And according to those SI units, we classify the units in two types. The first and very important unit is the fundamental unit. Now, what is this fundamental unit? The selected basic quantities of units in terms of which all other physical quantities can be expressed. So they are called as fundamental units. Students, there are 7 fundamental units. Let us see the 7 fundamental units. So before going into the 7 fundamental units, I would like to give you a short notation which will help us to write all the 7 fundamental units. So I'm just marking what the shortcut I will be using, and that shortcut here what I am using is M A T T L L E. Let us call this as MATL. Now on this basis we will write the 7 fundamental units. So as the first letter is M, so I will write here mass. Mass is the first fundamental unit. A is for amount of work. Amount of substance. Second is T, so you can have time. Again T is temperature. Next L is for length. Luminous intensity. And last is E, that is electric current. So student, this is an easy way to remember the 7 fundamental units. What are those? First is M, that is mass, amount of substance, time, temperature, length, luminous intensity and electric current. Let us see the units what we use here. For mass, we use kg. Amount of substance, we use mole and it is represented as MOL, mole. Time is in second, so I will write S. Temperature is in Kelvin, capital K. Length, we take this in meter, so small m. Luminous intensity is given in candela. Candela we write CD. And electric current we give this in ampere. So it should be A. So those are the 7 fundamental units. Now let us see the derived units. So what are derived, student? Derived means we obtain those units by taking help of the above 7 fundamental units. Now what is the definition for derived units? So they are the units of physical quantities that are derived from the fundamental units. Now I will take help of the fundamental units and then I will derive the derived units. So let us take for example, the first is area. What is area, student? Area, if I say L is the side, then area is S square, or we say that it is side square. Means what? It is L into L. Now what is L? Is length. What is the unit of length, student? Is meter. So it will be meter into meter, that is meter square. So the unit of area, I obtained meter square from the fundamental unit of length, that is meter. So area unit meter square is a derived unit. Similarly, you can go for volume. What is the volume calculation, student? It is L cube. Means what? L into L into L. Means it will become meter into meter into meter. So that is cubic meter, or M cube is the unit of volume, which is a derived unit. Similarly, by taking help of the above, I can go for the next one, that is density. What is density? Density is mass upon volume. What is mass unit, student? I will take that as kg. And what is the unit for volume? Right now I have derived, so it is cubic meter. So what will be the unit of density? Density is kg. For this division line, we use a slanting line. So we call this as per cubic meter. Or you can write kg cubic meter inverse. That is also correct. So those are the units. How I will write this? So it will be kg and cubic meter inverse. So this is the unit for density. Now, when you are talking about the derived units, from where we have taken help from? From the fundamental units. And therefore, the quantities which are derived from fundamental units, we call them as derived units. So, this is about the fundamental and the derived units. Let's take a quick revision on this. Now, if I ask you the question, what is the SI unit of amount of substance? So what is the unit? So for that we have to go for this. See this amount of substance. What is the unit? Is mole. So the unit here, what is the SI unit? Students, it is written as mole, but the unit is expressed as MOL. We never write E after that. So it is mole. Next question can be, what is the basic unit of mass in SI unit? Then what is the unit for this student? It will be kg. How you write kg? The first alphabet, it should be small and the second should be small. And always remember, the units, they are always written in their singular form. We never write the units in their plural form. We never write kgs. We never use a full stop after the unit. So this is the way we denote or we express the units. Now, if I ask you what is the full form of CGS, then I hope you can give the answer. It is centimeter gram second. The SI unit for length, the SI unit for length will be meter. SI unit of temperature, it is Kelvin. That is the SI unit. If I say full form of FPS is foot, pound and second. Then what is the symbol used for candela unit? That is CD. This is the symbol what we use for candela unit. And the SI unit of electric current is what, student? Is ampere. What is that ampere? It is the unit for current. So this is ampere. So this is all about units. Some of the unit prefixes that we use in SI system. So please refer to the description box for the further units. I will give that in the description box what prefix we use for the SI systems. I hope you like this video. So please do share, like and comment the video and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you, students.